continue with question 5. The single power of 3. You have the similar exercise with the previous exercise, like 4 and 3. Yeah, so that's practice. From A you got that 9 times with 3 power to p, 9 3 square, and 3 power to p, so you order 3p plus 2. And in the B, 27 power to A, 27 is 3 power to 3. I put it inside and outside, you have the power number of A. So open, expand the bracket, you multiple the two power number together, is mean the 3 times A. And C, 3 times with 3 power to 2n, so you have 3 1 plus 2n, because of 3 in the first is power to 1. And exercise D, 27, very easy, 3 power to 3, and time with 3d is mean the 3 power to 3 plus d. Okay, so E, exercise E, you got 9 3 square time with 3t, and you have 3 power 2 plus 3t, and F, the dividend, so 3 power to y negative 1. So how about J, you got a 3 1 negative y, and H, you got a 3 square in the numerator and 3t in the denominator, and you have the 3 power 2 negative 3t. And exercise I, 9 power to A is mean 3 power to 2a, and 3 power to 1 negative a. So you have the 3 power to 2a negative 1 negative a. So expand the bracket and you will have 3a negative 1 is the power number. And the last one, sorry, I have to clean my slide. So the last one is 9 power to n plus 1. So the denominator is 2n negative 1. Now you have here 3 power to square and plus 1, and 3n negative 1. Expand, you have 3 power to 2n plus 2 divided by 2n negative 1. So 2n plus 1 negative 2n negative 1, and you will have 2n plus 2 negative 2n and plus 1. So you have 2n negative 2n, so you can cancel 2n here. You just remain 3 power to 3 is mean the 27, or you shouldn't write down 27 because the exercise asks you have to single power of 3. Okay. Exercise 6. Write without bracket. This exercise and the exercise 7, we will apply the formula like this: A times B power to M outside. So you apply power to M for A and for B. For A divided by B, you got the N here, and A power to N and B power to N here. Okay, quite easy. So exercise 6, you will have 2 outside, applied for 2, and for A, you will have the 4a squared. 3 power to 3 is 27, and B squared here, BQ here, A4 times B4, and P3 times Q3, M squared over N squared. AQ over 27, B4 over C4, and the number, the exponential have 0 in the power number, so you have the only 1. M4 divided by 4 and 4 outside, and the last one is x, y, 3 outside, and divided by 8. That's like this. Okay. Exercise 7. Write the following in the simplest form without brackets. Okay, so question A, we have the 2 outside the bracket, so I will put the 2 inside for each -2 and a square. So I have the final result is 4a square. Exercise B, you will have the -6 square times with b square and have square outside. So -6 square 36 and b 4. C, -2 cube and a cube, so 8a cube. And D, -3 cube, m square cube and n square cube. So final result -27 m power to 6 and n power to 6. Exercise E, and -2 4 is mean 16 and a4 and b 16. F, you have -2 and a square and cube outside and over b square cube. So you have -2 cube is mean the negative edge and a 6 over b 6. Yes, it's the question F. So G and H. G, you have -4 square, -4 a cube square outside and b square, and apply square here for -4 square and a cube square and over b square, and 16 here and a 6 over b square. Yeah, and the last one, the edge. -3 p square will be square outside over q square, p cube and square here. -3 square and p square and you have a q6 and -3 square 9 p square p4. So q6 here. Yeah. Exercise H. There without negative exponent. As I say, if you want to change from the negative power number become to the positive power number, change position from up to down. From the denominator become to numerator, or the denominator become to the numerator. Like here. Okay. So exercise A. You got the A, B -2. B -2 is mean the B over or A time with the 1 over B square. I change from the -2 become to the become the +2. So simplify, you got A over B square and A, B, -2 outside, so it will be changed from the 1 A, B inside the bracket and B, and you can expand here. Exercise C, 2A, B -1 and you have the square outside, so 2 square, A square and B -2. So B -2 I can change from the denominator, the numerator become to denominator B square here, and the final result you got the A 4A square over B square. Exercise D, you will have 9A -4 and B square. So we have the negative exponent in -4, so I change over A4. And E, A square B -1 over C square. B -1 I change become to 1 over B. So simplify here, you have B and C square. Exercise F, you get the numerator is B -1, so it means time with 1 over B, and it's divided by 1 over C negative 2. So from the denominator, I can change become the numerator, so the power number has to be changed sign. C negative 2 becomes the C square. So simplify, I have A square C square over B. J, very easy. From the denominator, change becomes the numerator. H, change position. B cube over A square. And I, 2 over D square unchanged, and A power to negative 1 becomes the 1 over A. And the last one, you will have 12A times with M cube. Yes. Exercise 9. Write in non-fractional form. Non-fractional form is mean from the fractional you have to change become the only the denominator. Okay. So of course change position you change sign. A power to negative n and B power to n. And change position 3 power to negative 2 negative n. So I can write C here like 3 negative 2 plus n. It means 3 power to n negative 2. And D and an unchanged, and the change position of the B power to negative m becomes the time with the B power to the positive m. E, you will have A negative n unchanged, and time with A negative 2 plus n. So A negative n plus with negative here, you will have A negative 2 and negative 2. Exercise 10. Simplify giving your answer in the simply rational form. Okay, rational form, I says A is power number of 0, so equal to 1. Change position, this means you have to take the 1 over 7 over 4, so it means the 4 over 7 equal to 6 here, and 3 power to 3 over 1 is mean the 27, and this one is I have to change the position here like 3 over 4 and square outside, and you have the 9 and you have the 16 here. How about F? You got F, it means the 2 plus 1 over 2, so 5 over 2. And G, you have the 5 over 3 negative 3, so I change from the negative exponent becomes the positive exponent. 3 over 5 and 3 outside, this means the 27 over 125. And the last one is S, 5 squared plus 5 1 plus 1 over 5. It means the 25 plus 5 plus 1 over 5. And 30 1 over 5, and this means the 5 1 over 5. Okay, fix your answer. And 11, just flexible exercise. Write as power of 3 4 3 2 and 5. Okay, so let's change step by step. First one, 1 over 9 is mean the 9 power to negative 1. 9 is mean the 3 square. So 3 square I put inside the bracket, you have outside the power number is negative 1 and expand. In the same way with the 1 over 16, it means the 16 negative 1 and equal to 2 negative 4. And C, 1 over to 125 is mean the 5 negative 3. D, you have a 3 times with the 1 over 5 is mean 3 times with 5 negative 1. E, you will have the 4/27 is mean the 2 square times with the 3 negative 3. So in F it's more complicated. C, 2C and H you have a 2Q times with the 3 square. So you will have the C, 2 power to C negative 3 times with the 3 negative 2. And you have the 2 last. J, 9K over 10 is mean the 9K times with the 10 negative 1. 9K is mean the 3 square and K outside. 10 power to negative 1 is mean the 2 times 5 negative 1. I have to change become to the 3, 2 or 5. Yeah, so simplify here you got the 3 2K and apply the negative 1 power to the factor inside the bracket. 2 negative 1 times with 5 negative 1 and H, 6 power to P with time with 75. You have a 2 times 3 power to P and 25 times 3. 2P times 3P times 5 square and times 3. It means 2P times 5 square and times 3 power of P plus 1. This is P power 3 power to P and this is 3 power to 1. So the final result like this. Oh, sorry, this is not 27. This is the 27 negative 1. So you have the negative 1 outside, and this is negative 2 is negative 1. Here is negative 2 and this is a negative 1. P negative 1. Okay. We continue with the new types of exercise. This type of exercise will apply the formula of rational exponent. For example, you have the a power to 1 over n. So you will have the n root of a. So this means I have to 4 or 16 power to 1 over 4. It means the 4 root of 16. So it's equal to 2 because the 2 4 equal to 16. It is example. Okay, and this kind of exercise is not easy, very difficult. So just take focus. The first one you have the fifth root of 2. So you have here is 2 power of 1 over 5. And exercise B. You will have 1 over 2 power of 1 over 5. This means 2 power of negative 1 over 5. Exercise C, you have 2 power to 1 times with the square root of 2. Square root of 2 is mean 2 power to 1 half. And it means you have to add the power number together and 2 power to 3 over 2. D, 4 2 square. Square root of 2, 2 power to 1 half, and it means add the power number together, you will have 5 over 2. E, quite easy, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, and 2 negative 1 over 3. Exercise F, 2 power to 1 times with 2 power to 1 over 3. And add the power number together, you can have 2 power to 3, 4 over 3. So J, 2 square, we divide by 2 half, 2 power to half. It means the power number have to be subtraction together, subtract. So 2 is 3 over 2 here. So 8. Square root of 2 is mean 2 power to 1 half inside and 3 outside. Times the 2 power number together, you have 2 power to 3 over 2. And I. And very easy to have 16 negative 1 over 3. But 16 is 2 power to 4. So 2 power to negative 4 over 3 is the last result. And the last one is J. J is 1 over square root of s. It means 1 over s power to 1/2. And it means s power to negative 1/2. S is equal to 2 power to 3 and 1 negative 1/2 outside. Negative 3 here.